Get ready to thrive loud with Lou Diamond.
Hi, Thrive Loud listeners. This is Sophia, one of the interns here at Thrive Loud. For today's Thrive Loud minisode, we go back to a very exciting and inspirational conversation between two master connectors, podcasters, and salespeople, Lou Diamond and Scott King. King is the Chief Marketing Officer of The Scott King Show. He also has a lifelong background of sales and marketing, and he got the great strength of communicating with all types of people. In this episode, King talked about the latest challenges in the marketing industry and how we can continue thriving in this dynamic time. Thrive Loud listeners, Scott King.
How do you bring the electronic medium of LinkedIn or any other social media network into the one-on-one, into the personal, into the actual reality? What are some of the ways that we can bring these two worlds together?
So, increasing the value of LinkedIn, you really have to look at how you get sold to online. So if you ever went to a website, Amazon.com, and you did some shopping on shoes or boots, you'll notice that boot ads keep following you around on the internet, right? Because you're cookied based on that search, and you're getting different ads served to you for that purpose based on that time. And you really have to think about it like that. You have to think about your network and why they're connected to you, and when they're connected to you, and for what purpose. Because, with mine, I got nearly 3,000, but they're not all interested in the same thing, and they're all across the world. And so you really have to think about it that way. And you have to get away from thinking of a blast list. When email marketing first started, it was just, hey, let me send this message out to as many people as possible and see what happens. But, that doesn't work anymore because people are fatigued. They subscribe to so many different things, and they can't pay attention. And now, now email shows up on mobile devices, and it's much smaller, and images don't load. It's got to be text-based. So there's all these other kind of constraints that we're fighting against, and it's really our attention spans. So if you can fit inside of a short attention span, then you're going to be effective. But to fit inside that, you really have to tailor your message per that person. So, for instance, you're up in the New York area, Lou, so I shouldn't send you any messaging that is a coupon for a restaurant in Dallas or San Francisco, because I basically just told you that I have no idea what you're interested in, and I don't know who you are or where you live, and you're going to ignore me next time. So I better be smart about it. So I think it's just being smart. And it is a pain to message everybody one at a time, but you're going to be effective, right? You're playing baseball, you don't swing at all 9 pitches all at the same time. You just swing at one at a time, and you try to hit it. And if you miss, you get another chance. And if you miss again, you get another chance. If you miss again, you're out.
I like it. I love the analogy here. I wanted to shift gears to something that I know you have had a lot of joy with, and that is, and that's the CMO podcast. That's your show, and you have such a wealth and diversity of guests that are really being brought together for a really great topic, because there's so many different areas. We just talked about, obviously, effectiveness of online marketing and personalization, but you've also covered the gamut from marketing design and strategy and promotional marketing, and even how you connect to people one-on-one. As the host of the show, what is your favorite part of being the host of the show, and what have been some of your favorite topics that you've covered on it as well?
So, I mean, absolutely. I don't even know if I want to say this because everyone's going to know like how big of a cheat I am. But, the favorite thing is these people teach me.
Yep.
And, I get to talk to incredibly interesting people about ideas that they have and things that they've done. And they're teaching me. And really the goal is for, all of us to teach each other and become better. But that's absolutely my favorite. And then just reaching out to new people, connecting with people that are doing the same thing that I am, but different industries and different parts of the world, I think is really interesting. But think of it as continuously just learning and gaining knowledge from very experienced people is absolutely the best part.
What's one takeaway you want the Thrive Loud listeners to walk away from today?
One thing, I think just be real and be authentic, and just know that you got to keep trying. And if your message isn't being heard, maybe you're just saying it in the wrong place. But I think there's everybody has quality aspects in terms of what they're doing and what they can provide, and you just need to keep going and find out what makes you thrive. So let's say that. Let's just find out what really makes you thrive, and keep using that.
You've been listening to Thrive Loud with your host, Lou Diamond. Make sure to subscribe on iTunes, Overcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. And follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Thrive Loud. Or find us on the web at thriveloud.com.